mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm up at go. So jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando.
Hello.
Oh, hey, folks. My mic is actually the one that's okay. Perfect.
I should probably turn the ringer
All
off
right.
on my phone. It's notifying me that you're live, by the way.
Oh, one person got my notification. Solid. Okay. Let's see here. One day I'll do the whole roll call thing and say hi to everyone, but there's already 24 people here. That seems like a lot.
That's a lot. It's too much.
As you guys have currently see, some of my office is missing. I'm still not technically moved yet, but everything is now out of everywhere. We are going to watch a new channel, if you will. I'm actually going to pull up the channel because it's pretty solid. It is a standalone channel, not trying to be any other channel. I'm just going to wait for it to actually pop up here. Took it long enough. Oh, I guess I can.
I
bring
did just
them up
add
to
the
you. There we
Xenacam
go.
in case anybody donates.
Yep. So we are going to watch. Let me pull this out because if there's a like on this video, I already watched it. But it's a new channel. Completely new.
Brand new. Never heard of it before.
Not pretending to be anyone, not impostering it. It's called For Public Safety. If you guys want
I think
to,
they have their
got
own business, actually.
711 subscribers. Yeah, rumor has it they've got like an LLC even. So
Yeah.
they're like uber legit.
They made a YouTube channel with their business name. It seems legit to me.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go and subscribe to them, they have 711 subscribers on 2 videos. FPS For Public Safety, a standalone channel. Again, not trying to be anyone else. Had to make that extra apparent because somebody who hides behind a mask.
Ridiculous. That guy's so ridiculous.
I was going to cover that video, but then I'm just like, it's not worth it to me.
I have
I'm
2 fresh
trying
beers
to
sitting here, just so you know. So if
be
you
a bigger
decide,
person on YouTube now. Let's go.
You are keep freezing.
Okay,
You're
we're
doing
back.
too much over there.
Yeah, I know. Oh, For Public Safety 2 again. A completely standalone channel. I guess I took it down, didn't I? But yeah, we're going to watch this video. Because it's a great video.
Honestly, the first video they put out was pretty good too. Yeah,
again, it's some people say it's a copycat channel of someone else that I'm unsure about. But it seems like this is a pro-police, pro-transparency, anti-criminal channel. And I believe there may be another channel, but that's like pro-criminal, pro-domestic violence.
Anti-police,
all that nonsense.
Also,
GS, I'm not gonna lie. I have a whole whopping two windows open.
They have unique content too, so it's obviously not trying to be anybody.
Yeah, I feel like the other person wouldn't have put this out because it makes them look like shit. But
it makes yes.
let me know. Let me know how the video is for you guys. I can't tell if it's good or bad on my end, but here we go. It's 19 minutes, and I don't know what we're doing after that.
It's Ryder. Come to the door, please.
I don't know where he is.
Is he here all the time, or does he come and go?
I call them the vampires because they're here sometimes, and I only see vehicle at night, so I don't know.
How is he for you?
I mean, he's kind of an idiot. He never grows his grass. He's not a good neighbor. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy that would threaten people and then not follow through with it. Yeah. He says he's working, okay, makes $90,000 an hour. So we're going to believe this man. Yeah. He lives in a rental house.
Can we time out right there? $90,000 an hour?
That doesn't track.
From the king of GoFundMe's to survive? Like, that doesn't add up.
Honestly, $90,000 a year doesn't track. So Like I thought she was going to say a year, and I was ready to call bullshit, and then she said an hour, and I'm
An
like,
hour.
Nope.
Pope
Not
Phil,
at all.
I try my best to be a vampire. You can ask my family or Mrs. Kfar. I enjoy the dark. Hence why I normally have my window completely blacked out except for nighttime when it's already black outside.
And I'm an innocent angel that lives in the light, so we make a good team.
I was just about to say, that's why it's worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pope Phil, even his neighbors know he's an idiot. And it only gets worse from here. He doesn't cut his grass. He's a bad neighbor. And he's a vampire. All things you probably don't want living next to you. Also,
I'm glad
if you
he's
guys
not my
notice,
I'm glad
Yeah.
he's not my neighbor.
if you guys notice, I'm eating cookies today on stream because I was on the Google and I found a thing that says if you eat some cookies every once in a while, that's much better for you than constantly doing meth, being so hammered you just ramble on live streams day after day after day with nobody watching. Or if you get so stoned out of your mind, you start saying dumb shit. Rumor has it a few cookies now and again, much better for you. But
Streaming
I'm not
all
a
night,
doctor.
getting wasted drunk and smoking so much pot you can't hold your eyes open. Not good for your insides.
But yeah. All right. Here we go.
We just avoid him.
Can I give you my card, and then if you see his card
Oh,
go back up?
absolutely.
And don't shoot. Val, you got a warrant.
For what?
It's out of me county. Go ahead and help
For
out.
what? Don't reach in our car.
I really do need protection.
Christopher Ryder, come to the door, please. Christopher Ryder, come to the door, please.
Chris Ryder, this is the state police. We know you're inside. Come outside or we're going to bust your door down.
On January 25, 2024, a warrant was issued for the arrest of Christopher Ryder, a local troublemaker. Christopher is accused of intimidation and disseminating personally identifiable information online, among other crimes. State police responded to Christopher's rental to take him into custody, only to be informed by the neighbors he wasn't home.
Do what?
He's got like a Ford.
Does he always drive that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gray something.
Is he here all the time? Or does he come and go?
I call them the vampires because they're here sometimes, and I only see his vehicle at night, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I work all day. But I didn't know what was going on, so I don't know where he is. But,
He drives that
she-
Escape still?
Yeah, that's what it is, an escape.
Yeah.
She drives that. I don't know where she's at.
Is this truck usually here?
It's always there. It's broke down.
Okay. Okay.
Because he has to use our side of my driveway because, you know.
I'm just going to say this. If you make $90,000 an hour, your truck probably shouldn't be broke down in your driveway.
I imagine somebody who makes $90,000 an hour isn't driving, what is a Ford Escape, did they say? I'm pretty sure that's not what you're budgeted for.
Yeah. ATV Films. That voice should actually be very familiar. It's not an AI voice. I know exactly who that is.
Same.
And it's a frauditor. So there's that. But keep track. This is one, things that are broke down in his yard. From what I'm being told, damn near everything in his yard is broken down. I believe you saw a boat.
And it's a rental
parking
house
lot?
too. she said. They're renters. So they should probably take care of the property. It's not even their property.
This is the thing that kills me. People are doxing me and passing around videos of the inside of my house during a move and giving me crap for it. But the guy who they like put on a pedestal and treat like Jesus is living in an actual dump.
Yep.
And it
that he doesn't even own.
It includes a blanket fort.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's broken down, and this.
Ding, ding, ding. Gunner DDJ.
Somebody got it.
The voice sounds like Chris Ruff. It sounds like Chris Ruff because it is.
This is our driveway. That's theirs.
Okay.
So
How is he for you?
we never see him. I mean, he's kind of an idiot. He never throws his trash. He's never, he's not a good neighbor, but he's a renter. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what. I've never known other than. I guess it was 2 years ago. The SWAT team was here.
Yeah.
We don't know why that was happening. I don't know what's happening now. But
Yeah. He's got an arrest warrant.
okay, is it violent or
No,
is it
it's
something
not-
we should be
nothing
concerned
y'all
about?
worry about.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he seems like a
It's out of Meade County.
yeah. He seems like a kind of guy that would threaten people and then not follow through with it.
Yeah. But they're always coming and going in that silver car, that Ford Escape. Yeah.
Yeah, he's usually always in that escape. I don't know where she is. Like I said, I don't know.
I think he knows
Or
he
is
has
that
a.
her car? Is that
Yeah,
the Honda?
it's a blue
blue or,
Honda.
Yeah,
Yeah, blue Honda. He knows he's got a warrant as of what, yesterday?
Yeah.
So.
Well, he was here yesterday.
Okay. Was he escape?
Yeah, so I don't know where he goes, what he does. Sometimes he's working. He says he's working. Okay, he makes $90,000 an hour. So we're gonna believe this man.
Yeah.
He lives in a rental house.
Yeah, exactly. Member for 3 months. Not a criminal. $90,000 an hour would be $720,000 per 8-hour day.
Yep.
I'm gonna call bullshit, Chris. Generally specific.
I'm gonna.
For $2, I chew bubblegum and expose liars, and you're out of bubblegum.
I will get more dog treats out.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for the channel membership renewal on my channel too. Appreciate it. We give the dogs treats around here when that happens, and I have an extra Xena with me today. So we have 3 dogs here.
Yeah, literally.
All right, Ava. One for you.
Mr. Zed says real streamers make a minimum of $1 million a day. We all know that. Hey,
And
Chris is jealous.
I can't get the camera to show extra Xena. Oh, there she is.
There you go.
There you go. Give you one more. Oh my goodness. And my 2 monsters. Thank you for the super chat on K4's channel. Xena thanks you. The other Xena thanks you. Ava thanks you. I thank you. And K4 thanks you.
We just avoid him.
Yeah. Can I give you my card, and if you see his car show back up,
yep.
you can just call me or text me.
Yeah.
My cell phone number's at the very bottom.
Yeah.
You can
My
just-
husband's always here, except for tonight.
Yeah.
What's up?
So she said he's like a vampire. He's out at night. His escape's not here, so
I'm shutting mine off.
more than likely he's not here.
Okay.
Where's that 52?
You can stay on the phone, I don't care.
Alright, be careful.
So I just want to say this. They're parked in front of a Dollar General. Chris and Tiffany kind of give off those I love Dollar General steaks type people. That's the vibe they're giving out.
Well, you know what, though? Sometimes when you live in a small town, that's all that's there. And from what I understand, they live in a pretty small town. So
I have to assume Chris eats Dollar General out of food quite
Maybe.
often.
Maybe.
You'll see him in this video, and yeah. He said he needs protection. He needs protection from high cholesterol.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, man?
Go ahead and hop out. You got a warrant.
For what?
I'll tell you when you get out. Go ahead and
No,
get out.
you can tell it's right here.
For what?
It's out of Meade County. Go ahead and hop
For
out.
what? Don't reach in our car.
How about Chris?
For what?
I'll show you in a second. Hands behind the back. You can record. Just stay in the car, ma'am.
I'm gonna get out.
Go wild. I haven't done anything.
Okay, well, you have a warrant, Chris.
I know for what, though?
It's out of Meade County. I believe it's for intimidation. It's on my computer, and I will gladly show you when you get there. Yeah, I'm not for sure. You'll have to call Meade County, ma'am, okay?
And the thing is, they're like, intimidation? What? No, never. But it's like anytime Chris gets in the chat with somebody or on panel with somebody that he disagrees with, that's kind of his go-to move.
Yeah. And I have to tell you, I didn't know very much about Tiffany because I'm not really a fan or a hater necessarily of Chris, but I've seen whatever you or Lick the Whole Boot or somebody like that covers, and she's usually just like quiet. I felt like she maybe had like Stockholm syndrome, like she was being held hostage or something like that, because she doesn't usually speak a lot. But after seeing this, she's just as bad as he is. In this video, anyway.
It seems like she found a situation that semi works.
Yeah.
And she knows Chris is probably the best she's going to get at this point.
That's scary.
Yeah, right. Like right now, this is what she should have done. The moment he got arrested, that was the time to go home, pack up, and be gone.
Get out.
She failed. She failed to take that opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't have kids together or anything, so it's not like she's stuck there.
Yeah, and it's not like she would have to get her kids from her house because she doesn't have custody.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Yep.
Just stay in the car for me, okay?
No, she's getting out to record this. She's getting out to record this. I haven't intimidated anybody.
You can just stay in the car.
No, she's going to record.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got your body cam on?
Yeah, it's on.
What's her name?
Trooper Newton.
What is it?
Trooper Newton?
Trooper Newton?
Yeah, like Fig.
They were very adamant about her coming out of the car and recording this. And this happened in January. Have they released that video yet? Have we seen this? If we did, I missed it.
I'm actually not sure. So I've been on and off with Chris because I don't ever really like covering Chris because I think he's a grifting scumbag. But then like things bring me back, like when he has his subscribers make knowingly false CPS calls about me, or when he goes on a piddly ass YouTube channel and tries to lie about my old jobs, my military record and shit like that.
That was ridiculous.
Brings me back. Well, yeah, the new one is I was an IT person at the police department.
You made $12 a year.
Yeah, I made $2,000 a year and barely was there. As everyone probably all 99 people, I'm a caveman. I can barely work my laptop and get on StreamYards. So the whole premise that I'm an IT person, I tried to go to college for coding, got my first coding class and went, nah, this ain't for me.
This is not for me.
I literally just got throughout the Python book that I bought for that class. It's like Chinese to me. So the fact that he said I'm an IT person, that's like ludicrous.
For real, half the time we get online before we go live and he doesn't even have the right mic on. So
yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I was an IT person, as per the guy who his international clients consisted of him going to a strip mall and plunging the toilets. Like, get a life, Chris. Oh, and let's go back. Like, that's fine. Because I want you to hear what the officer's name is and how cool the officer is.
What is it?
Trooper Newton?
Trooper Newton?
Yeah, like Fig.
Fig Newton.
Yeah, like Fig. There you go.
That's his. Trooper Newton is his name.
Generally specific for $5. Oh, God. Tiffany is pretty nasty. She will be all right, though. Never underestimate Tiffany's ability to safely land on her back in the next relationship. Facts. That's that is gross. Yeah, guys, I tried coding. I had my friend come over who's got his master's degree in computer engineering or some bullshit. We've been friends for like 20 years. He couldn't even break it down kindergarten style for me. So I'm like, nope, I'll stick with my dummy degrees.
It's enough of that. I have some dog biscuits for 2 Xenas and an Ava. There's one Ava. There's a Xena.
This has to be the greatest day ever for the new Xena. She's like, wait a minute.
I know.
We get treats for existing?
There she is.
She's, what's up, human? Oh, you're giving me more treats? All right, I guess I'll lay here.
I'm telling you what. This extra Xena we have is a XL bully. She's built like a tank. She's huge.
I don't need that in my life.
Yeah. She's just here for 3 days.
9235.
Don't you have to have like a real reason to get somebody for arrest?
Yeah, you have a warrant.
But a real reason though.
Yeah. You got a warrant, Chris.
Get back to Tiffany.
Okay.
That's saying intimidation, Tiffany. It is bullshit.
I'm going to stop for 2 seconds. From now on, listen up on how much complaining and blaming everyone else but himself.
No responsibility.
Have a seat.
Oh, yeah. For $10 hairs, Phoenix Melissa. Oh, God. I thought that was going to be much harder to pronounce than it was. Oh, I saw a big word. No, that was straightforward. Thank you for the $10 hairs.
And both Xenas and Ava appreciate it.
Yeah.
There she is. All right.
Here we go.
I want a copy of the warrant.
Your attorney can get it.
I can't get in, buddy.
You want to stand back up? I'll help you.
Yeah, what do I need to do here?
Step out. I mean, move your seat back. Maybe your seat's forward. Yep.
Probably.
There you go, Chris.
So they're just making shit up to try to get me in trouble, huh?
I'll let you see the warrant in a second.
You know, I need to call Thomas after this, too. Man, that's not going to work, bro.
Scoot your bottom towards you. Stay at the car, please.
If generally specific, still in the chat. I believe Chris put out an address and said he would be there in his underwear or something along those lines to a house where an underage girl lives. So, oh, they're just making shit up about me. That's a fucking lie.
It's so weird. The underwear thing is so weird.
And then Tiffany 2 seconds ago says, we don't have an attorney. And then he's in the car. Oh, you need to call Thomas after this. I'm assuming he means Thomas Clay, his attorney.
I imagine he has a criminal defense attorney on speed dial.
Yeah, and it's paid for by GoFundMe. Gotta love it.
Yeah, after that episode I did last week about that underpants guy, it just, when he said that, it reminded me of that guy, and that's so freaking creepy.
Okay.
So for 4533, it'll be around 52. Yeah, I didn't do nothing, man.
No, we got a warrant, so everyone check.
Well, that's because JJ Scarborough keeps trying to fuck with me.
Good luck, Tiffany.
Good luck. Bye.
This is what happens when government officials got it out for you. I've been trying to report him.
Okay.
You're going to show me, right?
So, I was in 4. Just dealing with him, too. He's in custody. He's in my car.
3552, you want me to stop the other unit?
He'll show you the warrant away from Tiffany.
She's still recording.
3552, 14, 45, 33.
I thought you guys were supposed to
You can
protect me.
disregard.
We do? Well, how come all the reports I've been doing on JJ, nobody's doing nothing about it? He's been trying to get me killed. Somebody broke onto my property last week, busted the window to my basement, and tried to break in my house and cut my camera wires. His name is Greg Brent. He was.
They're protecting an underage girl from Chris. Also, if I was a betting man, The person who probably tried to break in your house was probably named Terry Moore, and he was there to sniff your underwear, Chris.
6 hours and 6
That's
minutes away from
probably
your
what
house.
happened. Yeah,
He's
he
exactly
probably
6
tried
hours
to
and
break
6
into your
minutes.
house, sniff your underwear, put on your extra medium button ups that you love to wear, walk around the house. I'm Chris Ryder. I'm Chris Ryder. I plunge toilets. Like, that's probably what happened. Is JJ like dem trolls? Yes, that's exactly it.
This is not convenient having one dog down here and 2 over there.
At Meade County. Well, no, but he was at Meade County on my court date wearing a gun, following me into my court hearing, saying that Tiffany is a whore and a prostitute and that she's getting beat up, saying that I'm a woman beater and a child molester. Okay. Because JJ.
Well, I don't think it's anyone specific saying you're a woman beater. I think it's the court paperwork that says you were convicted of assaulting your ex-girlfriend. I'm pretty sure that's where people get the whole you beat women thing. But hey, a conviction, who cares about that? The other stuff, if you guys want to call Tiffany a prostitute that works behind a dumpster at Wendy's, I got nothing. If you want to fight fire with fire because Chris has said much worse about fucking everyone, go for it. I tend to just say she works behind a dumpster at Wendy's. That could mean she does tons of jobs.
She could be running like an illegal craps game back there. We don't know.
It's Evans. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. Generally specific, I am here, and yes, I am aware and will be at his hearing December 17th. Oh, he has a hearing in 3 days. I did not know that.
That's
Is
fun.
that for... she was here earlier, Mrs. Kfar. Like before the stream started, I think. Interesting. Yeah, I did not know that he had a hearing on the 17th.
And what does it say what the hearing's for?
I believe it's for all this shit.
For this?
Generally specific will probably comment what it's for, but I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure that's all he's got left.
And I hope that Generally Specific will be live streaming from outside that hearing.
And I hope somebody's out there with a pickle suit.
Right?
Because that's what YouTube demands. We need more thumbnail material.
Yes, please.
Chris Ryder. Reiter.
Something like that.
Or I before E. Unless it's a last name, then who cares? I don't know. I don't know how that English thing goes.
Scarborough, the guy you're bringing me to right now.
Is that out of Meade County?
Yeah, the jailer, the elected jailer. Okay. Because he's been on a YouTube channel for 15 hours a week called Fraud at Wrangler. And what he's saying on there is he's accusing me of molesting children. He's accusing me of women. He's accusing me of abusing animals. And what he's doing is he gave my address to everybody on that channel. He gave my social security number, my name, my address, and then they're telling people to come to my house.
So, hold on.
That's what's happening.
Okay,
dude.
that's fine. But he's a jailer out of Meade County, right?
Correct.
So you'll have to file a complaint with KSB because we're Indiana.
I already tried that. They told me no.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you because I don't have any jurisdiction over there, Chris.
But I mean, what am I doing wrong?
Where do you want us to start, Chris? Dimension Lord, member for 27 months. Ooh,
that's a long time.
Pickle Rick forever. Yeah, Pickle Rick. I just started rewatching Rick and Morty for like the 70th time.
I've never seen one episode, but I'm elderly.
Because my kids hate it when I start yelling about mega seeds. It's a whole thing. But yeah, what am I doing wrong? Where do you want me to start? You doxed an elected official and said you were going to be in his underwear, or be in your underwear at his underage daughter's house.
Which is crazy.
I dislike a lot of people, and I think I told you what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, just for my own amusement. That has nothing to do with anyone else's kids. That has to do with a near 50-year-old man that decided he was going to try and fuck with me.
Fun stuff.
Generally specific, coming in hot. That's solid. That's a solid comment where I come from. But yeah, I will let you guys know the good word that I'm referring to about what I'll be doing tomorrow, probably next week at some point, because that's a thing I'm going to be very proud of. And I might even record.
I don't know, man. I mean, you've ruffled a lot of feathers in your time. Don't get me wrong. So,
well, what am I doing illegal?
I didn't say you were doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you're here. I'm in cuffs. You're saying I broke the law.
Yeah, I'll show you your warrant when you get to jail.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand you got a warrant, but I'm asking you, do you really believe I broke the law on that? Would it by reading the warrant?
It doesn't matter what you're stopping.
I just know what the charges are. I don't know what your actual reason why you're being charged.
You're taking me to Harrison, right?
Correct. So obviously a judge has found probable cause that you have done something wrong in Meade County, so they filed
the judge out there is part of it, bro.
I don't have any control over Chris.
They're just slapping me with all these fake fucking charges, man. They did it just the other day. They gave me 3 charges for calling the jail. I called the jail because JJ's on YouTube saying, Chris, if you had a backbone, you would call me and ask me to stop yourself. Stop what I'm referring to.
Go ahead.
What I'm referring to when I'm saying
you
stop.
to Harrison County Jail so that I can send the confirmation request.
What I'm referring to. Shit. What I'm referring to when he said if you want me to stop is telling people to come to my house to fucking kill me. That's what
I personally, hand to God, hand to the flying spaghetti monster, hand to Pikachu or Diglett, whatever religion you subscribe to. I have never heard JJ say, this is Chris's address, read out his address, and instruct people to go unalive him.
There are more people involved in this conspiracy than people that were involved in the moon landing conspiracy.
The conspiracy only, yeah, it's like the flat earth conspiracy that everyone in Australia is fake.
Like,
it's like getting that large.
There's so many people that know about this. The judge is in on it. JJ's in on it. The whole legal system in Meade County, they're all in on it. I mean, they might as well have unalived JFK.
Yeah, if you have your head out of your ass, you can say, "Oh, that's gross, Chris. That's probably intimidation of an elected official."
Yeah. And you know how you stop that? If you're really afraid for your life, seriously, if you're genuinely afraid for your life because of bullshit that's going on the internet, you shut down the computer. But he's not really scared of any of this.
No.
Or he would have shut down the computer.
Yes, drunken Smurf. If the earth was flat, cats would have knocked everything off of it by now. Accurate.
Yeah.
My brother's keeper every time recorded, according to the judge, since an open hearing has been, I don't know. Oh yeah. Nobody, no government official, no government entity, no random civilian has said, KFAR, we need you to cover Chris Ryder. I've never heard anybody say that to anyone.
No, but if JJ has ever super chatted you or we both work for the Meade County government, apparently, because that's how things work.
We got generally specific. I still don't have Christopher Uranus Dick Ryder's address, but I do have his neighbor's address and phone number. That's solid. I'm going to bring that up to him.
I wanted to tell him to stop doing it. He was saying, you want me to stop doing it? You call me. So I called him one single time. They charged me with harassment for calling him. And then I served him with cease and desist because my life is in danger. So I served him with cease and desist. They charged me with harassment. Is that harassment? Filing a cease and desist with somebody? Come on, man. You're better than this.
I'm not going to get involved in your case, man.
But you're better than this.
I'm not getting in your case.
You're supposed to protect me.
Okay.
Why is he pleading his case to this officer?
I've done good for Indiana.
What?
Okay.
Done a lot.
He's pleading his case to this officer because he is allergic to being held accountable for his actions. So he's trying anything he can to not go to Kentucky to face what he did.
Does he think that this beat cop is going to hear his story and just like unlock the cuffs and let him go? Go ahead, Chris. We'll drop you back home. Like, what does he think is going to happen right now?
Mag D5. If JJ actually did any of the things Chris claims, Chris would have clipped it out and been showboating every chance he had. Yes, and he's not doing that.
Yeah.
He's instead making weird AI generated like skits half the fucking time of just nonsense. Or he'll put up a video of JJ talking about something with a video of JJ not actually talking about it. It's like a video from days and days or months and months ago with some random track behind it.
That's where Tyrants Beware gets it. He'll just like say, "Oh, this person did this thing," and then he'll show the video of the thing, and we're like, "Where did that happen?" What you said he said. Like, it didn't happen.
I said Chris has a conviction for beating a woman. So do you know what I did?
You posted the redacted
I posted the conviction and who it was against.
Yeah,
it's really that easy.
And
I didn't say trust me, bro. I'll show it at some point.
Didn't dox him in the process either.
Not a good here.
That's what you want to think. It's fine.
No, it's true. I don't want to report Jamie. No.
Okay. False. You did. Oh my God. This is one of the biggest, another conspiracy thing for Chris. I reported Jamie Knowles. I'm the reason he's in jail. No. The current sheriff who investigated the previous sheriff, that's why he's in jail. You complaining about being raided for just reasons, it just makes you a bitch. Also,
is Chris riding in the front seat? Did I miss that?
Yeah. So there's no way I would let Chrissy ride in the front with me if I was that officer. Problem is, guys, he's so large he wouldn't fit in the back.
Jamie Knowles before my time, Chris.
I know, but it's happening now, bro. Okay. He's still got his fingers dipped in a lot of stuff.
Yep. That's fine, Chris.
I didn't commit no crimes, man. At all.
Sounded like Freddie Mercury in the passenger seat.
Man, I didn't.
My man's committed no crimes.
I really wish you guys would protect me from this JJ motherfucker.
Did you take the interstate?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get dinged for this music.
So we went to your house just a little bit ago.
I'm not a bad guy, man.
Your record says otherwise.
I'm just trying to do my part as a civilian because the government's out of control.
Okay.
This kind of stuff right here, arresting somebody who's the victim of crime. I needed you guys to protect me.
So before I read this, Chris, if you were the victim, you would have charges filed against them about harassing you, assaulting you, but instead you are actually the person doing the victimization. Victimization. I don't know the word. I'm not a wordsmith, but he keeps always saying this. I'm a victim. I'm a witness, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. Everyone has got charges against you. They're the victims. You are harassing your victims.
Not just complaints, convictions.
I'm not a bad guy. Well, your record says otherwise. So cerebral tackle for 5 doll hairs. Because I'm assuming that's because I like to contribute to the delinquency of doggos.
I kind of have a bone to pick with cerebral tackle. He, on my P.O. box is in my channel description, and he decided to send to my P.O. box. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But he sent a product called duck feet for the dogs, their dog treats, to my P.O. box. And Mr. Zed stopped at the P.O. box and brought them home. They're actual feet of ducks that are dried out. And like you give them to the dogs and you can hear the bones crunching. It's so gross. I can't listen to it. But
those are one of those outside treats.
Yeah, Mr. Zed has been giving it to them. And the new Xena likes them too. So we all appreciate it very much. But so gross.
And Mrs. K-Far wanted to warn you guys, if you do hear a baby crying from the living room, that's just Gideon. He is currently getting 2 baby teeth in, so he's having a rough go of it.
All right.
I know, but you already know you're an Indiana State cop. You know I don't do nothing illegal. know that. Oh, that's my arm. There's no way I could do what I do with the channel and violate law.
I have to stop every 5 seconds because he says dumber and dumber shit.
He's so
People
dumb.
in your community, Chris, people in your community are literally on the sex offender registry. They're multiple time felons. People that you actually hang around with. You've invited, well, when you were in jail, Tiffany invited a dude on the registry to come, I don't know, come with her to the jail to start riling shit up. Civic Duty, somebody he was cool with, literally pleading guilty to child offenses that will put him on the registry. News Now Houston, one of the OG frauditors, did something with a female who didn't consent back in the day under the guise of being a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decided he was going to do inappropriate things to his daughters. That person's doing exactly what you're doing, Chris. So this whole I couldn't have a channel like this and break the law. It's literally a prerequisite to having a channel like yours to be a criminal.
Absolutely.
They ain't gonna bring me over to Meade tonight, are they?
Now you gotta do extradition paperwork.
I'll be in danger.
What's that?
He's been threatening me every single day of the week.
That's a large Sally port.
Chris, just what I ask everybody. Not saying you do.
I don't have nothing on me.
Nothing on you that's going to be illegal to walk in a jail with, like drugs or knives or weapons of mass destruction.
No, everything on me.
That's a good one.
I got to ask.
You got my keys and
You
wallet.
left the keys in the car.
Other than that, oh, you got
all
my
you-
wallet and yeah, that's all it's on me.
Because your phone was on the dash.
Yeah.
Keys, I guess, was in the car. I don't know. I don't have them.
No. You go in here?
Yeah, whenever they open the door.
I really do need protection from Meade County.
We got to talk to Kentucky State Police about it. Because we don't do anything.
But what about when they don't do nothing? I'm a resident here. Like the crimes that are happening to me are happening here and on the internet.
I mean, you have to work with Kentucky State Police if Meade County is a problem.
You know, I haven't been to Meade County
Huh?
before. The only time I went to Meade County was court.
I have no idea, my man.
What's up, buddy?
You need to be in a PC cell here, Chris?
Nothing I know of.
Are you worried for your safety here?
Here, no. Over in Meade, I would be.
It's a very good
You
question.
think you'll be okay going in a cell with a bunch of other inmates?
I don't know why not.
Well, you're the one who's worried about your safety.
In Meade, I said. From the jail.
I'm just making sure.
No, JJ has planted people in this jail that want to take Chris out. Drunken Smurf, you know, this brings up an interesting legal question. Can JJ file a suit on Chris for all of the slandering and false accusations made on this officer's body camera footage? So I was actually going to talk about this at the end of the video. Do I think Chris is going to get charges? Yes. Do I think he's going to get convicted? Also, yes. Do I think he's going to get convicted of all, 13 or 14 charges at this point? Probably not. Because
No, they
it
always
doesn't seem
drop
like
some of
Meade
them.
County. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Meade County's trying to put him in jail forever. They're just trying to teach him and get the point across that, Chris, what you did is illegal,
Mhm.
and there should be some repercussions for that.
Well,
But
and
some of the shit that Chris says, like, as soon as all of this court shit happens, oh, I hope JJ takes him to the cleaners for every single broken down piece of equipment in his yard.
Mhm.
Like that, or just take the escape and leave him with all the broken shit. Like, I just want him to get just taken to, I don't want to say Pound Town because that'll turn
That
Terry
sounds
on,
gross.
but yeah.
I'm pretty
It's crazy.
sure that in order for him to file either libel or slander, like a slander suit, that he has to have been, it has to have affected his business or something like that. He has to be out something. And Chris spouting off on the internet where nobody's listening to him, as long as if Chris said all this stuff and then JJ loses his job or reelection or something, then possibly. But if nothing happens, then I don't think
to my knowledge has another business or several businesses. And if there's a negative review or if there's a
negative
like that,
a negative review wouldn't even do it. He has to prove loss of income in a court. So he has to have somebody have something booked and then cancel it and say, this is why I'm canceling it. You know,
I was expecting that drink to be water and instead it was mango lime juice. That'll shock the taste buds. If they didn't address Chris and his BS, it would continue and increase with time. Yeah, MagD5, do I think Chris is going to show up to anyone's house in his underwear with their underage kid? Probably not. Chris seems like he's only capable of beating women. But if he gets away with talking about it for long enough, I believe, yes, he would have eventually tried to go to his house. So I'm glad they're kind of nipping this where they are.
I mean, if he's comfortable beating a woman, then he's comfortable harming a child or anything weaker than him, an animal, a child, or anything like that. He's capable of it. I'm not saying he's done that. I'm saying he's capable of it. Allegedly, in my opinion.
Put him in an elevator with the buttons on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Shit, you could put him in an elevator with the buttons right in front of me.
Just a regular elevator. He can't figure out. So, you know.
Sure.
This is Baylor that I'm talking about.
Because we're in the jail, I want to make sure you're going to be safe.
I won't be safe in that jail because the person running this is the one that's doing this to me.
Okay. Y'all get a warrant. What you doing here, man?
Somebody's framing me. Meade County government official that I've been dealing with for a while. They've been trying to frame me. They put 5 charges on me last week for going to court. Actually, what they charged me for was he was on YouTube telling me to call him while he was trying to get incite violence to me.
What's your middle name?
L.
Just L?
Yeah, it used to be my last name. It's just L. He was on the internet telling people that I was a child molester and a woman beater and all this fake.
Again, if you call someone a woman beater and there's direct court evidence saying, yep, that's factual.
Yeah.
They can say it a million times on repeat with it looped 24 hours a day until Diglett comes back to save us from our sins. Like, it does not matter.
Very best defense. If somebody ever has a libel or a case like that against you, the very best defense is the absolute truth. And if all you're saying are truthful things, you cannot be sued for anything.
Yeah, they're slandering me by calling me a woman beater.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody looks up Chris Ryder, Kentucky, and you're like, oh shit, you got an assault against a female. I guess they're right. It's really that easy.
And by the way, slander and libel is not a criminal case. It's a civil case. So it's only a preponderance of the evidence. It's not, reasonable doubt. So it's a very low bar. So all you have to do is prove that it's true, or it might be probably true. It doesn't even have to definitely be true.
50 channels that have covered Chris and put out the same information. Yet Chris is still going, no.
Yep.
Lurker 1 for 5 gifted memberships. Let me throw that up there. So Chris Ryder says L used to be his last name. There's a story there. Oh, God.
Both Zenas and Ava appreciate the gifted memberships.
Yeah. So Chris, I think it was Generally Specific, me, and Lick the Whole Boot last night. One of them brought that up is he's lying so much now just to try to keep his head above water that he can't ever keep his lies straight.
Are you talking about Tyrants Beware or Chris?
Both. So their stories are always just slightly changing every time they repeat it.
And they gaslight you. All the big gaslighters over there. They're like, oh no, you're misremembering what I said. No. We've downloaded
video evidence. I've got court documents. What it seems like you're the wrong.
We went back and reviewed the tapes on like the Whole Boots live stream last night, as a matter of fact.
Generally specific for 5 doll hairs. Go back to the middle name L. He says used to be his last name. There's a story there. Perhaps more crimes he's covering up. Honestly, so this kind of seems like a who did something like that? Chili, when he used his friend's name to do a few things, and then his friend's like, "Why do I have charges for this?"
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if he went through a little time there where he didn't have any charges, where he was being someone else.
many.
And back in the day, I don't. Back before my day,
Where's that?
Before there was like computers everywhere to run all this shit, it must have been so easy to get away with crimes. Oh yeah, my name's Steve Ryder.
Mhm.
All right, Steve, what's your address? And you gave him a random address. All right, yeah, we'll send you the ticket.
Like, it was like that when I was in my early 20s, and when I was committing crimes, it was like that. I don't have my license. Here's my name, and they'd be like, "Okay," they make a note of it and just let you go.
My name's Steve Lanto from Alaska. Send me the ticket. While my name's Barry Smith from like Virginia. Don't got to worry about that ever again.
Yeah, or they just give like a cousin's or a sister's name and address, or a brother's name or address.
Shit, we're back in my day, we would have people try that in 2018, 2019.
No, I'm talking about the late 90s.
Oh no, no, I know that,
elderly.
but I'm saying like people are still trying that now. We do have computers.
No, you can't do it now.
People would give me their brother's name and their fingerprints would come back and be like,
nope. Unless they're twins, it's not going to work.
Not right. Why Steve?
It's always
Steve is the go-to name for everything. All because I have a fish named Steve. You can blame him.
Lying shit. And then at the same time, they were posting my address to my house here in Lanesville. So they were trying to get people to come under the impression
District 45.
that I was this horrible person that needed to be handled, and then saying protest on the front lawn. So
Did he just say there was a protest?
JJ, the jailer for Meade County, he says if Chris had a backbone, he would just call me and ask me to stop himself. So I called the Meade County Detention Center. It's where he works. He's the elected official for it. So I called it, and some other guy answered. And he said, "Don't you ever fucking call here, Mom. I know who you are." I just kind of hung up, you know.
Yeah.
So I go to court at Meade County, which is what this is all about. He's trying to take his buddy Ray Whited for excessive force on Tiffany. So I go to court, and they have a bunch of people out there in costumes wearing guns, and they're following me into the courthouse. So, like, major intimidation, dude. Major intimidation. I mean, I guess with the YouTube channel, I guess they can call me famous for what the fuck ever, but that's not okay to let 7 or 8 people follow you with guns, you know. Well, they did. So I go to court, had my pre-trial, and when I come out, the lady hands me 3 charges for harassment, cyber harassment, and disseminating private information.
So
she's talking about me calling the Meade County Detention Center.
Is this a hold only for me, or?
Yeah, they're talking about me calling the jail. I can call the jail. It's not illegal. And now they're saying this, which he still hasn't told me what this is for, but he said it's from Meade County, so it's got to be that. He said
Showed you intimidation.
He told him it was intimidation like fucking 10 minutes ago.
He's okay.
I think we can stop it there. It's we got 5 seconds left. I think we're
He's
good.
talking about a protest happening on his front lawn, his unmowed front lawn, yeah, and people following him around with guns. Do you think that if there was a protest on Chris Ryder's front lawn, he would pull back the tent?
So I think what he's talking about is you would peek out of the blanket fort.
Yeah, and we'd see it on the live stream.
Yeah. No, I think what he's talking about is I have seen this a few times when he goes to court. As a public figure, people show up to protest the nuisance in their area.
It's like 3 people, though. It's not like a riot.
My brother's keeper, correct me if I'm wrong, generally specific, you're probably going to be very aware of what this is. I'm pretty sure Kentucky is an open or a constitutional carry state.
I don't know.
So him saying, "Oh, they had guns," well, they're legally allowed to have them. So the fact that they do have them is completely irrelevant to your argument.
They have just a right to have the gun on their hip as you do to have the camera in your hand.
Yeah.
So are we only
they showed up
protecting
in
one
a-
amendment and not the other
They
one?
showed up in a pickle costume. That's intimidation. No, that's fucking comedy. Like
That's-
fucking
Comedy gold.
yeah, like oh god. Say my name so I can be YouTube famous like Chris Uranus Dick retire, who comes from a long like of
A long line
proud,
of proud
yeah.
dick writers.
I've never thought to use Ryder and Ryder interchangeably, but that's solid.
It's pretty good.
Yes, constitutional carry and my brother's keeper actually had an empty holster. So what you're telling me is that Chris is a bitch.
He's intimidated by a holster.
Where did Chris think he was keeping his gun if not his holster?
They're intimidated by a holster. Like this is scary. This piece of plastic right here is scary.
Yeah. Oh no. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, I don't. And like this shit is again all on camera. I don't know if they had signs. I think they had signs. I think I have a couple thumbnails of him doing this and showing the person in the pickle suit. And I've used that for a thumbnail a few times because that shit's funny.
It's pretty good.
Unless
It's
the
comedy.
pickle person was, strapped up with an AK with a sign that says "I'm here to end Chris Ryder." It's a pickle costume.
Mhm.
Like it's not intimidating.
And apparently it was just a holster. So
Yeah, what is he going to do? Throw it at you?
yeah, they're saying in the chat it's an open carry state. So
Yeah, my family lives there, so I knew it was a constitutional carry state. I was just verifying. What was it? There was a video. My brother's keeper, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this may be the same video. Or maybe not. Is this the same video where you were by your car minding your own business recording and Chris made it a point to jump out of his car
ran
and
over
come
to him.
confront you? Is this the same thing he's talking about where like you were literally 25 yards away from him recording in silence and he took it upon himself to hop his fat ass out of his car and run at you to confront you?
I mean, it was more of a waddle, but yeah.
Out there looking like the early penguin, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I just that 20-minute video took us 57 minutes.
Do you want to watch that Tyrants Beware one, or do you want me to pull something? I just have random like booze and body cam videos that I can access quickly. I don't have anything like along this same sort of.
No, this was the one in January. The other one was April by your truck. Okay. So it's a different one. Yeah, no privacy in public, especially if it's in a public parking lot.
No
It's not
expectation
like-
of privacy in public.
Yeah, it's not like my brother's keeper was like hiding in the judge's chambers, like peeking out.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, sure, you might have an argument, but it's the fact that it was in a parking lot and nobody was talking to you.
Yeah, a public parking lot on government property.
It's 11 minutes. Oh, well, hold on. Let me do this. There we go. Now I made it 10 minutes because I cut out his garbage intro.
Thank you.
Did you guys a favor? Now all you have to listen to is his voice.
You have to, you have to hold your
Chris
nose like
Ryder,
this.
notice me. Notice me, Chris Ryder.
I'm 6 hours and 6 minutes away. I can be there in a jiffy.
I hated that he said that, like bragging about it.
Like that is so creepy.
I'm sorry.
Even if it's a fan, if some fan of mine told me exactly how many minutes they were from my home address, I would be freaked the frick out.
Yeah, generally specific who he has since repented, but he was on Team Chris for a while there. Ironically, he didn't seem to have an issue when I was at his hearing supporting him.
Love me, darn it.
Yes, lick the whole boot. Lick the whole boot. If you guys go subscribe to Generally Specific, go subscribe to Lick the Whole Boot. They do some great Chris and Lick the Whole Boot impressions or coverage, and they do some great impressions.
And
we're going to listen to this.
Me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're going to listen to this for 10 minutes. I think he also has an outro that's probably garbage. And we're going to listen to him talk about how the For Public Safety page that we just watched, that is literally not trying to be Chris Ryder whatsoever, is apparently breaking terms of service, coming from the guy who regularly breaks terms of service.
Like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Tyrants Beware.
Tyrants
I'm your host,
Beware.
TV, and today we're actually going to be taking a look at something we really have never covered on this channel. And what is it? It's TOS. That's right. We're going to go over some YouTube terms of services. So let's kind of point out what we're doing today. Okay, guys, so what you're seeing here is Chris's channel with almost 70,000 subscribers. Well done, Chris. But unfortunately, there is something odd that I found. Let's take a look. Now here on the right, we have For Public Safety. Yeah, that's a big problem. So the one on the right is actually a channel that was just made by JJ Scarborough and Christopher Ruff. And there is some other people attached.
Like, so does he think that the three words For Public Safety and Succession is trademarked somehow by somebody who created a YouTube
even
channel?
Then, Chris is For Public Safety, same name, different different name, vastly different logos, different, what is it called? The background thing. Yeah. Banner. Completely different. Help us get to 1 million subscribers. And then Chris has the bullshit. When I met a mother who lost her children to, corruption.
Like what? That's he took what it sounds. His just channel description sounds like he pulled it straight from like a fundraiser app.
Yeah,
like
it was like probably another GoFundMe they had
from a GoFundMe. Yeah,
yeah. You two are bearing the lead of this story. Terry managed to figure out his left side from his right side. Kudos, Squirt. Banner. That's what we're looking for. Banner. It's almost as if we both have multiple YouTube channels and just blanked out on what that's called. No, I was going to go into that. So I have a few YouTube channels. Obviously, nobody else has the name KFAR or KFAR Reacts because it's the first letter of my first name smashed with the first four of my last name. But I do have another page called Reading the Room, which is my sci-fi fun channel for me. Do you know how many Reading the Rooms are, or how many variations of Reading the Room there are?
Probably a lot.
Nobody can get the other ones taken down. We all cover books, movies, blah, blah, blah. We're almost covering the same thing, and yet we're all completely different channels.
Like, I have a confession to make. When I have two shows on my channel. One's called Overruled, one's called Crimeland. And when I thought of these names, I thought to myself, well, I should type that into the search just to make sure nobody else, like somebody big. And somebody else has a crime podcast called Crimeland. But I've since surpassed them. Like I made that up like when I first started my channel. But they did like audio only podcast, and it was different. So I still use that name and nobody's coming after me. So
yeah, it's on YouTube. You have the ability for billions of people to have YouTube accounts. You're bound to run into the same YouTube names with all that overlap. But according to this, there can be only one, like Pages or fucking Highlander.
On TikTok, I have to be KTZ0 because somebody had taken KTZ by the time I decided to make a TikTok. So
yeah, everywhere that I'm like outside of like YouTube is KFAR_YT.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nobody's going to have that shit.
Yeah.
TB placed a statue of Chris Ryder in his garden so he can worship him. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yes, the new page has an LLC connected to it, while the other one just has two scumbag people connected to it.
Come
So
to
it
think
seems
of
like
it,
the
when I
new
was
page
looking
is
on
more
Google,
legit.
when I was looking on Google Maps, there was something in the front yard. You couldn't really zoom in to see what it was, but it may have been that statue.
Oh, Ernie. What about reading the room for woodwind players? That would be a great name if I was musically inclined at all.
That's a pretty good.
All right, here we go. Listen to this nonsense. 9 more minutes, and then we're done.
To this very particular channel,
Particular.
I guess you'd call it. So, what all does this mean? Well, there's a TOS in violation here. Let me put it up for you. Narrator, if you would, could you please read that for everybody, please?
Content intended to impersonate a person or channel is not allowed on YouTube. YouTube also enforces trademark holder rights. When a channel or content in the channel causes confusion about the source of goods and services advertised, it may not be allowed. If you see content that violates this policy, report it. If you feel that yours or another creator's channel is being impersonated, you can report the channel. What these policies mean for you. If you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if it fits any of the descriptions noted below. Channel impersonation, a channel that copies another channel's profile, background, or overall look and feel in such a way that makes it look like someone else's channel. The channel does not have to be 100% identical as long as the intent is clear to copy the other channel. Personal impersonation, content intended to look like someone else is posting it. If you operate a fan channel, make sure you state so explicitly in your channel name or handle. It should be obvious to your viewers that your channel doesn't represent the original creator, artist, or entity your channel is celebrating. Examples. Here are some examples of content that's not allowed on YouTube. Channels with the same identifier, channel name or handle, and image as another channel, with the only difference being a space inserted into the name or a 0 replacing the letter O. Using someone else's real name, username, image, brand, logo, or other personal information to trick people into believing you are that person. Setting up a channel using the same identifier, channel name or handle, and image of a person, and then pretending that person is posting content to the channel. Setting up a channel using the name and image of a person, and then posting comments on other channels as if they were posted by the person. Channels claiming to be a fan account in the channel description, but not stating so clearly in the channel name or handle, or posing as another's channel and re-uploading their content. Channels impersonating an existing news channel. Remember, these are just some examples, and don't post content if you think it might violate this policy.
Okay, so let's break that down because, again, we just saw those channels side by side. Nothing that he just read or he threw into an AI voice thing has anything to do with the other channel. They have the same name and different everything else. One is a channel run by a criminal trying to, I don't know, make money. And the other one seems to be a body cam channel.
Well, here's the thing is what he's talking about is using the same name, but in that same bullet point, there's an and there. It has to be using the same name and trying to convince people that you are that person by either commenting on other channels or posting content as if you were or re-uploading that person's content. So
I don't know if you got this yet from the Chris, Tyrants Beware, and others. By others, I think we all know who I'm talking about. There's like 5 or 6 other KFAR channels actively commenting, pretending they're me.
Pretending, yeah, exactly.
But then they'll run and be, oh, it's terms of service violation because somebody made a channel, has almost 1,000 subscribers with 2 videos.
Rules for thee, but not for me, KFAR.
See ya, weapons. Yeah, okay, let me go check real quick because this is just hilarious. Tyrants Beware has something like 450 subscribers, something around there.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, right? And if we go to...
I thought he had like a 500 subscriber celebration stream. Did I miss something?
That was for someone.
That was for someone else, not him.
Why did he have it on his channel?
Because he's an idiot. All right, so
weird.
We're just going to go to this real quick. Okay, so the new 4 Public Safety channel has 713 subscribers already on 2 videos. And he has more than Tyrants Beware already. but apparently this is a fake account.
Which, by the way, I'm very jealous of because it took me so long to get to 1,000. Oh, back in my day, you had to have 1,000 to monetize, and it took me like a year. And he's been here a week. He's almost there. It's freaking amazing, though. It's
that's
amazing.
Like my Reading the Room channel has 250 subscribers.
Yeah.
Every video I put out gets like 700 to 1,000 views. Still at 250 subscribers. I don't know.
Because you refuse to say hit the subscribe button, please.
I was just about to say, if somebody wants to throw the link to that channel in the chat, that would be dope.
Are there any mods here? I'm not a mod. I don't want to be a mod.
I don't even know if I have any mods anymore.
I have enough responsibility in my life. I don't need to be modding other people's channels.
I try my best to keep my mod numbers low. That way I don't have a Jeremiah Payne type incident where one of my mods blocks everyone and I don't have a live stream anymore.
That's hilarious.
Not going to say which mod that was, but hey, how you doing? All right, here we go. Reading the Room. I will put it in the chat because I think I'm the only one here that can. Okay. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. No, actually, we're not cooking with fire because it's not letting me click on it. But here, let's keep listening to this nonsense.
What happens if content violates this policy? If your content violates this policy, we may terminate your channel or account.
So, Christopher Ruff and JJ, do you think that this is going to be held up by your standards because you made an LLC and decided that you were going to try to overtake Chris's channel and shut it down? I don't think so, because remember, he's established. He's got 60,000 and
he's established
on your channel. So you are the copycat. So now I'm going to let you know. I've already filed a strike against you. And I'm pretty sure YouTube is going to take you down. But just in case, if everybody wants to put in a copyright,
this what he's doing right now against terms of service?
Impersonation.
Yes, having brigading
like
is against terms of service. And yeah, that's what he's doing.
You're doing the thing. And also, he's not impersonating. They're not impersonating. It's completely different content. They're not trying to pretend like they're him. That's what there's a difference.
I just don't like. Nobody's trying to shut Chris down. We want Chris to correct his behavior.
Oh, Lucif is here. Hi, Lucif.
Hell, I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? But no, yeah, Lucif.
Lucif's in the chat.
Lucif Slayer.
Terry Elmore, the only lawyer, journalist, janitor in the world. Yeah, again, I'm not going to. I think I've already reported Tyrants Beware parentheses DAC.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually reported him before for impersonating another channel, Tyrants Beware with a Z. Because obviously Terry Moore is the fake one and the other one's real. Just like the real BSBT is the real one and Josh is the fake one. Everyone knows that.
Claim. Here is exactly what you do. So, guys, follow these directions very closely and strike Christopher Ruff and JJ Scarborough's channel down.
I use these directions to strike Tyrants Beware's channel.
Doesn't have to deal with it. But Chris, you can also do it too. You would probably be the most impact one. So let's go ahead and look at what we have to do. Okay guys, so the link to this actual channel will be pinned to the top of the comment section. And I'll definitely try to make sure it's in the comment section after the video. But if you look here at the top, you will see 3 little dots. You're going to be hitting that. Next, you're going to have this little screen popped up and you're going to see report user. Hit that as well. Next, you'll see a screen like this. You're going to hit the report again. Now the next step, you're going to see a screen just like this. And it's going to say impersonate. Go ahead and smash that button.
It actually says
Now in this spot,
impersonation.
you want to click on the bottom one, which...
What was with the audio right there?
His
voice modulator for Maverick messed up.
Whoa. He's not good at reading.
YouTube is currently laughing at him.
Mm.
This channel is impersonating someone else, and you look at it and it's just like
completely
no,
different.
it's not. People have copied my entire channel.
Yeah, taken your
and put my face as the logo.
Yep.
And I've reported it, and guess what happened? Nothing.
Nothing.
And that's legitimately impersonating me.
Yeah.
And did I go out and say everybody needs to report this channel? No, because they have no subscribers. It's clearly not me, so I don't care. But I feel like Terry's kind of jealous that this channel already has more subscribers than him.
And honestly, people that matter are smart enough to figure out that it's not you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, it does. It's like 2 clicks. Like
Yeah.
it happens all the time when the real BSBT comes in,
Yeah.
says something, and then Josh shows up. We're like,
which one
Josh,
is which?
get out of here. Yeah, it takes 2 clicks to be like that, and then visit homepage. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. This guy's a fucking idiot. And then you're like, that's clearly Josh.
Yep.
One edit was in the smoking section of work, and one while he was in the bathroom. Hey,
There was an echo in one of them. I would not be surprised.
All right, let's listen to this for another 4 minutes, and then I'm done.
Says this channel impersonating someone else. Chris will actually click on the top one. Now in this last screen, you want to put in this area Chris's URL or channel link in the box. This will let them know that this is the channel that they are impersonating. So make sure you do that, then hit submit at the very bottom of the screen. And that is basically how you actually submit a complaint in YouTube for impersonation. So, Chris, if you want to try to take Chris's channel away, it's not really that easy. So, why don't you try again? Because
nobody's trying to take his channel.
In the words of Generally Specific, to be fair, so it would actually be really easy to take Chris's channel down. It would just be brigading, which is why nobody has said, hey, go do this to Chris, because it's against terms of service.
It is, yeah. And plus, I need these people on the internet because they're fun to laugh at. I don't want their channels taken down.
That's why everybody's like, don't you want Josh off the internet?
No,
I love Josh being on the internet. He shows how much of a dipshit he is, and that's why he doesn't have his kids.
Yes,
like,
sunlight is the best disinfectant. Put the sun right on it.
But it would be really easy to do that. Or when he gets convicted, the judge can just be like, yeah, you can't do any of this, or it'll be breaking your I almost said terms and conditions, but like release conditions.
Yeah.
It's like it happened to them before. Not Chris, but other frauditors. And they just can't post. Or their probation will hit as soon as they get out of jail or out of the courtroom. And it's like, don't have any police contact. And then they get arrested the next week for doing the same thing they've been doing.
Don't hang out with other criminals.
Yeah, or in Jeremy DeWitt's case, I believe it was this. I don't think it got overturned or anything. I believe the judge in that case was like, your charges stem from your YouTube channel. Therefore, you have to delete your YouTube channel. And then he's like, oh, I forgot the password. I can't do it. And then he went back to jail.
You got a super chat.
Oh, shit. Without coffee or alcohol, I am nothing. So I can't wait to move so I can put my coffee maker in a very prominent spot in my office and mainline it.
You haven't had coffee for like a month and a half.
It's been like 2 months, which has been like the longest drought of my entire life.
It's crazy.
Butterflies and brain.
Speaking of YouTubers who can't read.
Oh, I can't read. I can't read, math, English. For $5, I don't know what's more cringe: Dumbass Beware's voice or his weird.
Anon.
Yeah, no, I knew. It's just I don't. If you guys noticed after
Lucif
kind of exposed that Maverick and Terry both have the same like medal hanging up behind them in the office, and
It's their intramural track
Yeah.
medal.
and
from high
same curtain just off screen. Once Lucif put that out, he kind of changed to this background where you can't see his office anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, Terry, we already saw it, but
I think it's his voice that's most annoying, personally.
Is it
Especially
true
since
that
he
Josh-
says he uses a voice modulator. Who would pick this as the voice?
if you can find me a voice modulator that has that voice, send it to me.
Does not exist.
Is it true that Josh joined the military right after Military Institute? Don't ask, don't tell. The problem is that Josh, we didn't ask, and Josh still told that he was blowing dudes in the back seat for meth. So
I don't need to know that.
hey, I didn't need to know that either. He put that out on the internet willy-nilly and then got awkward and like rage quit. I am not going to make baby 11. I am I'm retired. I'm retired.
You need like two more, probably. Just two more.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, what do we got? 2 more minutes?
That's not going to work. If y'all would have actually read terms of service, you would realize that everyone has that protection of having their channel being their own. Unless you're copying somebody, you can't get it taken down. Not in that way, anyway. But overall, nice try. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. But before we actually go, I do have to have a little reminder to Michael Kaiser. So, Michael, remember, February the 5th, 2025, 9 a.m., you've got a court date. Make sure you're there. I'll be the one wearing a B shirt. That
Should
way
I
you
show up
know
at
it's
that?
me. And you know
Yeah.
you're not very good around bees, are you?
That is
Well,
very near
everyone,
to my home.
I wish to everybody have a great day, and make sure you go and file that impersonation complaint as soon as possible.
So I am probably going to contact whatever YouTube bot and instruct them to say, yo, this channel's trying to brigade another channel.
Yeah.
Because reasons.
Yeah, for if you guys don't know, Wrangler has a show cause hearing 2/5/2025 at 9 a.m.
I mean, I don't really care about Wrangler, but if Tyrants Beware is going to be there, I would love to just, head over. It's like Alabama's right there.
I would live stream it and
Oh,
make
for
the
sure.
entire thing about Terry.
Oh,
Terry,
for
why don't you take off
sure.
the mask? Terry, why don't you take off the mask?
Yes, that's what
I'm in public.
thinking.
Like, I'm the news, Terry. Take off the
Yeah.
mask. You're a public figure.
You're a public figure, sir. And you're in public. You can't have expectations. He's not going to he can't wear a
I would-
mask in the courtroom.
I would dog him so hard.
You're moving close now. You'd be close too.
You're
so
not wrong. Hey,
maybe
maybe if I ever get to move, maybe I'll show up.
we could take a road trip.
I'll show up in a
Over to
pickle suit with
Alabama.
a fucking anonymous mask.
Yes.
And then just walk around saying, I am Terry Moore. And then we are Terry Moore.
Will the real Terry Moore please stand up?
Yeah, like Terry's such a little word that I don't want to say on YouTube.
Really,
Lucifer. I'm not opposed to making a little road trip if you decide to go.
What's the date of this? It's set for February
5/25 at 9
Email
a.m.
me, Lucid. Email me. I'm
you know
literally like 2 hours from there.
I do have one more thing as a parting gift to everyone. I'm going to put us in this formation. That's okay. I guess we're going to roll with that for a hot second while I'm doing something off screen. Disregard. It's something that I made because this is how I was feeling, I believe, last night. I talked to Lick the Whole Boot about it a while ago, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I did it. If YouTube will let me click it. There we go. This is about as clever. This is about as clever as I can get on YouTube and with editing. Come on, pop up. There we go. There we go. This is how I felt about Terry. I feel like he wants to wear my skin. If you guys don't understand that meme, that's I had to cut out a hand and then put the hand back over it after I put my picture. But yeah, that's genuinely how I feel.
What's
I'm
that
constantly
YouTube short
clearing corners?
Like the whole boot was
Terry's gonna be
talking
there.
about Chris making a threat, and he's got a YouTube short of it. Is it your most recent
Oh
short?
my god!
Like the whole boot.
Yeah. Let me get this off the screen, and then I want to go look for it because Chris made some. God, I fucking hate that. That's what's. This is the formation I have us in, and it's just my face.
Just click the button on the bottom of the screen. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. It's just, God, that's not what I wanted either. There we go. Yeah, Chris made some very, very, very crazy claims.
Okay, I got it. Do you want me to? You got it? I think it's the second to the most recent one.
I think this is it. Yeah. This is one of those things where Chris is trying to tell us all that we're like, we don't know what we're talking about. But here we go, guys.
I was right. You are sick.
How'd you make it?
You're sick, dude.
Answer the question. How'd you make it through prison?
Chris, I'll stop picking on you if you go get help.
I don't fucking need help, man. I'm not the one over here fucking abusing children.
I really think that you need help. I seriously believe that.
I really think
I seriously think that you actually need some real help, maybe some medication.
What you need is to be choked all the way out until you stop fucking breathing. That way society doesn't have to fucking deal with your sick ass and the fucking people that you suck up out of the fucking air, man. Like, look at your audience, dude. Yes, I am capable of that.
What? That's a direct threat. What? What? That's the first time I've seen that.
This is the shit that I don't understand. I was watching that, I believe, live on Christopher Ruff's other channel. So this is gonna rub probably my subscribers the wrong way more than your subscribers. Christopher Ruff is a real one. Like, I always dog the frauditors for like not being transparent and blah blah blah. Christopher Ruff is literally confronting someone in his own like community about his lack of transparency and a lack of truth because it makes him and what he does look like shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think he's a real one for this because he has Direct D channel, which is like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. This Christopher Ruff channel is literally, he's not the character Direct D, he's Christopher Ruff. And it's got like 30,000 subscribers. And he's just using it to just dog.
It's exactly what you want for someone in a community that you're a part of. So like if you're a police officer and there's a bad cop, you want other police officers to call them out. If you're in this community and there's a bad auditor, you want other people to call them out.
It's weird because
this is who I would want to align with.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't want to say I'm aligning with Chris Ruff, but it seems like a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork from like every community, every group, every channel, from like people that you wouldn't think would be watching each other's streams are watching each other's streams, getting information from everywhere, sharing the information because Chris is such a scumbag. Like,
I'm not saying that I'm aligning with Direct D
necessarily.
I'm saying that the personality type is the type of person that I would want.
I feel like you've been in his streams, in the live streams, in the chat. Yeah. I've been there. Normally I would be in there to be like dogging on him, but like he's covering Chris and nothing he's saying is like, I go back to this all the time. Chris says, "Oh, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I got the information. I'll show you one day. Trust me." Christopher Ruff is like, "Here, I'm saying this. Here's the documents to prove what I'm saying."
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, like I can't hate on that. Like that's how things should be done.
I do like the documents. Show me the documents.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not Church of POS. Once this goes away and DirectD goes back to jumping on the hoods of cop cars, I'll probably call him out for that. But as long as he's like dead on focused on like this dude's a scumbag, not being transparent, openly lying and grifting, that's some shit that I can get behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna continue packing. For those of you who are wondering or not wondering, the new close date's supposed to be Monday. So hopefully I get to move Monday. My office is almost empty. My whole house is almost empty. And my second living room has become a gigantic storage unit for dressers and everyone's boxes of crap.
Sounds fun.
And I don't have a broke down car in my driveway, don't have broken down lawnmower, don't have a broken down boat. I believe what the information that I heard was broken down lawn mowers.
Oh, multiple mowers.
So
that's very Kentucky.
Cast Graphics, what's up, bud? But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here so I can continue doing that.
I will be live tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, which is my normal time. If you are not subscribed to me, why not? What are you doing with your life? I'm live every Sunday at 4:30. It's Katie Zed. I'm not a mod, so I can't put my link in there. And I don't know if you put it in the description or not, but it's Katie Zed, KTZED. Also, if you want merchandise of either KFARS or mine, you can go to katiezed.com.
I'm working on a good read-in for the merch store.
Okay. Cool.
Working, but it's going to be in a video about some inappropriate only fans behavior from that everyone's covering.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to roll that into the merch store.
I don't know if
it's going to be a good one
with that.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. But
hopefully I'll see some of y'all in my live chat tomorrow at 4:30.
I'll have a video out tomorrow on this channel, and if I actually feel like sitting down after this, I should have a video out on the channel that's in the pinned comment, that channel.
Reading the Room.
Hopefully I'll get that done today. But it's been real, folks. I'm going to play the outro now so we can end this live stream correctly.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.